Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. This video is in collaboration with Crafty Youtubers United, which is organised by Tracy from Mini Scenes GB. The theme is anything Valentines. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to make, but I've already put a small layer, a thin layer of clear resin down. I've done that about half an hour or so ago. Okay, it's not quite tacky, but it's leaving a bit of a string. Okay, and I forgot to put in some alcohol ink that I wanted in. So I'm just going to hope for the best. I hope it doesn't spread everywhere. I don't think I've even opened this one. These are, here we go, here's the box. This is what these are. Let me know. Alcohol inks. Okay. I don't know how many's in the box because I've taken some out, but that's what they are anyway. And they come with these little tiny like caps with a pin inside, with like a little tiny pin inside. It's supposed to make it easier to open the bottles. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do it over this in case it splashes all over the place. So I'm just going to do that to the side over here, and I just hope it doesn't splash everywhere. Okay, and it didn't. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just on a little napkin see what colour that comes. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's beautiful. That's just called Sky. Beautiful blue. I want it to be a little bit lighter. I want it to try and be like a sky colour. That'll be alright actually. I've never done anything like this before. So, excuse me, it could come out an absolute mess. But I'm hoping that it doesn't. Okay, so because I've just made a mess of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my heat gun on that as well. It might make it easier to actually mix up as well, to be fair. I will come back later because I'm going to put a ring of acetate in it as well, okay? Not going to tell you what I'm doing, like I said, but I need my resin to thicken up just a little bit more before I can put the acetate in, so it doesn't sink right the way down, right through to the bottom, because I need it to be a complete seal. After this video, please go and check out everybody else's videos. Give them a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe. If you've not subscribed to me yet, can you please consider doing so? It is completely free for you and it does help my channel grow. I'm a new channel. The more people that like or comment on the videos, the more YouTube knows to push it out so other people can see it as well. What I'm going to try and do is, oh sorry, I'll put this in while it was still, when it was tacky. It's not coming out anyway, okay, which is what I wanted, which is great. So right now I have got a mixture of water and my vegetable glycerin. So I've mixed half glycerin, half water in here. You just keep stirring it until the cloudiness goes. I'm going to put a bit of water. This bit's going to be like a little shaker. So I'm going to put a bit of water in here. Do the water? Yes, I'll do the water first. Just so nothing sticks to the bottom. And you can't see there, can you? Okay, so if I put that there, can you see? Yeah. Okay, so I've got a mixture of different coloured glitters here. I don't know if you can actually see that with the light, where the light is. That's like a dark blue, Then I have a lighter blue. It's more like a teal colour. And I've got these. It's Mylar Flakes. And I've also got my blue alcohol ink from Let's Resin. I'm just going to put a little combination of these into there and see what it looks like. I don't want the water to be like a deep blue. If I can get the lid off. I might do it. Okay, let's give that a little mix up. Okay, I think that's what I wanted. So I just, there we go. There you are. That's just one of these little shot glasses, which are great for mixing resin in because they haven't got any measurements. There's nothing on the inside to keep hold of the resin, so they're great. I think they were off Temu. Okay, so I need to fill that up now. And what I'm also going to try and do as well is I've cut a piece of acetate out. I don't know if you can see that or not. I've already cut it out. I measured it on there, cut it out, and I've done it like a little tiny millimetre all the way around, too big, just because I want it to fit. But if I fill that up anymore, okay, all right, I'm just gonna just try and put the lid on it now. I've got my Let's Resin UV resin here, which I'm going to use to put a seal round on there. Okay, I'm just going to put some on my mat, and then with my dotting tool I shall put it round on the edge. Now it's only got a very thin edge on it. Excuse me guys, sorry about that. You gotta sneeze, right? Probably would have been easy just doing this, wouldn't it? Okay, so this one's done. So we will put it, I mean, there is a bubble in there, but I'm not worried about that. What I have done is I've put the UV resin over the holes, cured that, and then I decided there was too many bubbles in it, so popped another hole in it, put some more of the alcohol ink and glitter and water, glycerine in there with it. When I was happy with that, then I wiped it all down, got it all dry, and then I put some more UV resin as a top coat sort of thing. And then I tipped it over and I put UV resin all the way around the rim, all around there. And that's just finished curing now. So okay, we will leave that to one side, but I'm going to leave it upside down just in case it does leak, and then I'll know before I put it in here. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on that. So for now, what I need to do is I've cut another piece of acetate again, and because I want to, oh, I've got little bits in there. I want to create like a little dam sort of thing, so the resin, the next resin that I pour in won't go past a certain stage. Okay. Sorry guys, I need to get these little bits off here. Don't know what it is. So I need to try and get the acetate in again with UV resin and my little trusty torch. I'm going to try and put that in a shape that I want it here. But I need it to look like the next layer of resin. I need it to look like it's coming sort of in there and through there. Okay, but I need to put a little tiny dam down there as well, so it doesn't go all over the place. So I'll put you down a fast forward for this. Okay. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this because I can't get a little tiny barrier in there, but the resin I pour in here and part way in here, I don't want it to go up there or up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up the resin and come back to you. Okay, so I'm back. So I think I've just made a massive hot mess of all this barrier stuff in here, but we'll sort that out later. We'll mess about with it after. Okay, so what I need to do now is I'm going to put these little ducks on here because I want it to look like it's kind of a pond, if you like, but I can't put the ducks on that way because when I put it in there, the ducks are too high up, so they'll be sticking out as the resin on the top. Okay, so all I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to put a top coat of Let's Resin's UV resin, clear hard type, on the top here, and then I'm going to put the duckies on. Where's my dotting tool? Yeah. Okay, I should have got that in there, shouldn't I? Just to make it easier to move, that's all. There. Guys, I've just had one tough time with doing this part of the dam here. The last you saw me, I'd put UV resin down the side there and cured it to try and get these two together. Well, the mould wasn't sticking to it, so it's like, okay, I need to do something different because that's not going to work. So we've got some plasticine. Rolled some plasticine up and put it down the side here. Again, the mould's not sticking to it. So the resin will go up through there, and I really don't want to do that. So what I tried to do was take the UV resin off here, and it ended up taking a piece of this with it as well. I've had to piece that in there, so when I put the top on it later on, I might have to build it up with UV resin or something, because that's not straight. That's not like, there's a tiny, maybe a millimetre, 2 millimetres maybe, of this part here sticking up to the rest of it. Okay, so, but I've put another little bit of a dam there to try and stop the green resin that I put in here, to try and stop it from going up there, but we will see. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of green in here as well, but I'm not gonna do a dam, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this out after the resin's cured on it. With the UV resin, I don't know if it's gonna, I know it'll come off there, off the mould bit, but I don't know if it'll come off the actual epoxy resin, and off here, again off here, without damaging it like it did on there. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear and wait and see, but this is gonna have to be propped up, I think, because, or I can do this bit after. Let me think about it, and I'll figure it out when I'm mixing up my resin. Okay, so I'll go mix up my resin now. In case you haven't told yet, this is all being made with T-Expert epoxy resin, 1:1 ratio. And I will come back to you when I'm ready to pour in this bit, and just hope. I don't want to pour water in to see if it's gonna leak or not, because I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of trying it off, leaving streak marks all over the resin and stuff like that. So I don't want to do that. Okay, so I've mixed up in total 250 mils of T-Expert epoxy resin, 1:1. I'll put a picture in a minute. I have put in some of this glitter. I don't know, Crafter's glitter. I don't know where it's come from. I think my mum actually gave me this a long time ago. Okay, so I've put some of this one in, and some of this one in. Again, I don't know where it's from. There's nothing on the bottle, so I don't know where it's come from, but this is another one my mum gave me a while ago. So what I've done, I've just mixed it into half of the resin that I've mixed up, which, that is gorgeous. Okay, I've also got some of these glass, I don't think the glass shards, but the little stone shards, I think they are, which I'm going to sprinkle on the top when the resin is thickened up quite a bit, but it's still tacky, so they're going to be going on top of that. Now, what was I going to say then? Don't know, it's gone. Oh, yeah. Because I put glue in, and I don't want the glue sinking to the bottom, because this is going to be quite a deep piece. I'm going to put in some Elmer's glue. Now, I have got a big bottle of it somewhere, but I don't know where I've put it. But all it is in here is just Elmer's glue, and this trick is something that Daniel Cooper figured out, that if you put just a very tiny small amount of glue in with your glitter and your resin, then your glitter doesn't sink. And I think it was Michelle from Glitz and Glitter who'd worked out that 1 drop per ounce is pretty perfect. But it's up to you, whatever you decide to do, how thick or gloopy or whatever it is that you want. You'll just have to figure it out. But really, it's I'll move that up a little bit so you can see better. It only takes a couple of stirs, and you can tell the complete difference in it, because it goes like gloopy. See, it goes gloopy. Now that will stop the the glitter sinking down to the bottom. So we'll still see glitter throughout this bit. Okay. I've not put it through the debubbler because quite honestly I don't think you're going to see any bubbles in this anyway. I've got clear there, which I should have put through the debubbler, but I haven't. I've got clear there in case I need to pour it in there to try and stop any of the green coming through, but I don't know. Failing that, if I've not got enough green for the bit that I'm doing here, ooh, let's get that hair off, cat hair, then I'll just mix some of the glitters in with this one and just do it in there. Okay, so I'm just going to pour it, now, fingers crossed, hope for the best, but we never can tell, can I wondered if I should put another drop of glue in, because then it's guaranteed, well, it's not guaranteed. I will put another drop of glue in. Please don't go through, please don't go through, please don't go through. Please don't. I'm just going to turn it around a little bit just so that I can see whether or not it goes through this bit here. So far, fingers crossed, can't even do it, fingers crossed, it's holding there. So I just want to make sure that it'll hold over here as well and it doesn't go through there. If it goes through there, I think I'm just going to have to throw some UV resin down in it. I think it is going through, but it's not a great deal. I can't really see. I need to stand up, I think. It is going through, but as long as it doesn't go very far, I don't mind that. That'll be okay. All right, so let's keep pouring. Let's get out the light. That is gorgeous, that is. It is, that's coming through. Sorry guys, I just realised I wasn't recording. I've just been explaining what's happened with this. Okay, so when I put the green in before, I had to, because it was coming through at the sides up here, I had to tilt it. And because there was too much of it coming up right up here, right up there, up through there, I got a spoon and I just put some of it into there because I need some green in there anyway. So I put the overflow from there, I put some in from out of there, because this was moving all around everywhere. So I took that out for a little bit, cleaned that off, got what I could from around here and around there, put it in there, and then left it on the heat mat for half an hour or so. Came back up to see how it was doing, and then I suddenly remembered that was too deep. Look, I've still got bits in there. That was too deep because I'm putting something in there, and for that something to go in there, the resin was too deep and I wouldn't be able to put a top over that. So I've had to take it out, get the bulk of it out, which I've just put around here. That's what this is. It's the filler around there. Okay. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've lost it with this bit right now. I'll do that one anyway. But right now I'm just putting trees in, putting a tree in. It was gonna go, where was it? It was gonna go on this side and then just come over, like with branches sticking out there and stuff. But I've decided to do it between the two of them. Okay, so that's what I'm doing at the minute. I'm just putting the tree in with my Let's Resin UV resin. I apologise for the light. I'm doing this at the dead of night. Yeah, so I'm just gonna figure out my little tree, get them where I want them, and see how we go with it. I'm just gonna stick them together with UV resin, like I've said. And if bits are a bit too big, like that one is, I'll just chop it down a little with my scissors. This is actually real twigs from outside. They've been drying for a little while. That looks all right, doesn't it? Should put another little spider leg on it there, shall we, do you think? What do you think? And I've got another one here. Or is that too much? I don't know if that's too much or not with them. Because with it being a Valentine's thing, I mean, the trees haven't got any leaves on anymore, have they, unless they're evergreens, and they're all sticks. So I think I am going to put that on, even though this part here is sticking up, it's coming up, but I quite like that. So, and all I'm going to do, I just need to get myself over it first to make sure all the bits are in together. And of course, the more you move one, the more three of them come out. Right, so all I'm going to do is just put a dollop of me UV resin on here, just to keep them all in together. And cure it. Okay, now I want to do a little bit of a sun here. Nothing dead bright, nothing big, just a little bit of a sun. I want a bit of glittery stuff. So I've had these ones here for ages and ages and ages. Both of them I got from Temu. I know the light's in the wrong place. Hang on. Oh, I haven't even got the big light on. Hang on. One's why it's a little bit dark. There we go. These ones came in a little plastic container like that with all different colours in it. And the other ones are these ones, Diamond Dust Glitters. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix up what's that? That one's gold and citrine. Okay, I've already done a little bit in here just to see what the colour was like, and I quite liked it, so we're going to do a bit more. That's the citrine. Like I say, I don't want it to be big. That's the gold. I very nearly gave up when I saw this, when I realised about this, and I was like, oh, how am I going to get that resin out of there? It's nearly done. But anyway, I persevered, and you just see how it goes anyway. Okay, so an hour later, and the clear is all tacky. Okay, and remember I put a little bit of clear in here as well. So I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do. These little guys sitting on the bench, just about to have a little kiss, are going in here. Okay, and I think I need to do it now because when I put the green in, I need the green to like sit underneath the bench sort of thing, so it's like they're on a field, if you like, I don't know, watching the pond. Yeah, this is kind of like the balloons are kind of foamy. And I got this from Amazon. I think it was like something like £2.49 or something like that. It was really cheap. So these are going to go in here now. So because I want them to be in before the resin sets, I need them to be in there now. Okay, so there we are. I don't want them floating around everywhere. And later on, I will put some green underneath here. I'll probably do it from up there, or I don't know, wherever. But I can't move this right now, because if I move it, that resin will move and it'll get all wrinkly and blech. So I'm not going to touch it, but I've still got my heat mat on underneath. So I will come back when we do the next stage. Okay, the next stage. This is the part I have been absolutely dreading, because I think it's going to go massively wrong. Okay, and then we're going to put the acetate top on. Okay, I've just mixed up 11 ounces of resin, and this now is going to go all over it. I've cured that, cured that, give that a clean, so I don't want to touch it again. Cleaned off all anywhere that I can, okay, just to make sure. So this is the last layer now going on. The last one, the last step you're going to see until the glamour shots at the end. After I've demoulded it and took pictures of it, looked it over, inspected it first. Yeah, I'm just fingers crossed and just hoping again now for the best. Please don't let me down. I don't know if I've mixed up enough resin, but if not, that's fine. I will come back and just put another layer on, or mix some more and then put another layer on. But I've got another cup here at the side of me, which I'll pour on as well. And I will hit it with the heat gun as well to get any bubbles out, because the last step now, and the last thing I want is bubbles everywhere. So we will see. Come on. My ducks aren't filled up yet. They're not covered. Come on. Come on. Okay. I'm going to have to mix up a tiny bit more. And I'll do that off camera. And then the next you will see is the glamour shots with it out of the mould. And I'm actually quite excited to see what it looks like. Although there's no great reveal, obviously, because, you know, you're working bottom ways up, aren't you? So there's no great reveal, but I'm glad to see the end of this project, to be fair. It did test my patience a bit, but we got there in the end, and it's fine. Everything will be fine. I'm just trying to see if this is going to cover the little ducky up, because I don't really want to mix up just another ounce or something if I can get him done. Right, anyway guys, I'm gonna be off ski, and I will get you the glamour shots. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you check out the rest of the playlist, please. There's other great artists on there doing all kinds of things of resin. Not just resin, sorry, crafts. So go and give them a watch and a like or whatever. And I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey everyone, back again. Okay, so as you can see, those bubbles look, well, it is bubbles, but they look like they've cleared up an awful lot now. There's still a load up here at the top, but it looked like they were all just stuck to the acetate on the inside. So I'll give it a little bit of a shake up for you, just so you can see. There we go. How's that? I'm quite happy with it, to be fair. Even the little duckies, give the duckies a little shake up. Not that it does much, but Let's see. I've actually decided to finish it off, even though I was really, really disappointed and broken-hearted with seeing all that last night. But I have put on a strip of rhinestones all around the sides. I've not put it on the bottom, obviously, because it's the bottom. So it's all around the sides, all around the top and around the sides, everywhere. Okay, and what I'm going to do with that now is I've got a thinner strip as well of just silver clear rhinestones, which is just going to go on either side. Okay, and it fits absolutely perfect. So in the description box, guys, if you can tell me what that was, what it is, will it dissipate, will it go over time, what did I do wrong, why is it there, and all of that malarkey, can you please just let me know? Because this is a this is a lot of resin here to waste, so I don't want to be doing that again. Please give the video a thumbs up if you like it, a thumbs down if you don't like it, comment on it, give me some tips, hints, tips. Let me know why that's happened if you know, if it's happened to you. Do the bubbles go over time? And please stay tuned for the glamour shots which are coming up. Thanks guys, see you in the next one. Bye.